Is it possible to go from absolutely disgraceful with the bow, as you can see here, I get absolutely destroyed, to possibly something a little bit more like this? Shooting like Legolas with the recurve bow in the finals. Hi, I'm JBS, and this is the challenge that we have set ourselves for today. So, a little bit of an introduction. We're going to use the recurve bow. Arguably the hardest weapon to use in this game, especially when you're like me, 30 years of age and on controller. It's going to be scary. So we've set ourselves 5 real world hours to see how far we can actually get with this bow. Not a lot of time, let's be real, I do have to walk my dogs and stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves 3 challenges to try achieve doing this. Win a game using no gadgets or specializations, 15 kills plus in a team deathmatch, and 3 kills in 1 life with the bow. Stick around and find out how we do. Starting the challenge, I asked our friendly neighborhood finals announcer Scotty what he thinks of my challenge. Scotty?
Oh folks, you're gonna enjoy this. This idiot is going to attempt to use the recurve bow on controller.
Yeah, I attempted, and that's the key word here. The first hour did not really go to plan. It kind of went as you'd expect for a 30 plus OAP of gaming playing this game. I whiffed like this. I whiffed again. And you guessed it, I whiffed again. I was so sad. Like even here, I kept running into heavies and I just got burned every single time. One thing I did realize, I kept running into heavies. This Limoncello guy, make sure to stick around and come back to it, because this guy was the bane of my life for quite a while, but he eventually got what he deserved. I think one of the most challenging things for me about this whole concept of using the bow and challenge is you are so vulnerable. You miss a shot, you're pretty much dead. Like, there's something that has to be done. Like, I understand there's probably no aim assist with this. I don't actually know, because it's not like a thing. And there's also projectile speed, which I clearly don't understand to this point. So, yeah, this is going to be rough, lads. If I can even get one of these challenges done in 5 hours, yeah, I'll be pretty happy. But will we? That's the question. This guy, please leave me alone. Oh, man. Yeah, this has been it. Over and over again. Oh my god, it's him again. Yes! We finally got him, lads. Finally got him. But, oh, we're working something. We did get a couple of kills. Let's be real about that, right? We've got a few kills here. And there's another heavy again. Needless to say, we're about to lose this game. And it is true, I didn't win one for my whole first hour. Please God help me. On to hour 2. Things didn't really change a whole lot, I'll be real. I got absolutely smurfed again by, you guessed it, Limoncello. He's back again for more. But we did slightly improve. Just slightly. A couple of little confident moves, couple of little good one-shots, and we were starting to roll. I was obviously very hard scoping, as we'd say in the Call of Duty community, but look, I was getting kills, so I was quite happy. I actually thought I was improving, but I also thought maybe SBMM has decided, maybe it will be nice to you. But again, the misses were still there. I wasn't making massive improvements. I think I was just running into absolute bots, but who knows? One thing that is for sure, I did start to learn to pick my fights a little bit better, which is an improvement and probably something I should do with every weapon in this game. Sometimes it's better not to ego chal the heavy and get absolutely shit on. Who'd have thought? It's one of those things though, I guess. Learning something so quickly, is it really possible, or are you just fooling yourself? I guess that's what I'm trying to find out. This was a lovely little kill for me. Just a little punch through and off we go. And yeah, then I did kind of run into him again, and evidently didn't learn my lesson, despite thinking I would have. Hour 2 had its ups and downs, I guess, but all in all, quite happy. I felt like I was improving. I felt like I was starting to learn a little bit more about the projectile speed of the bow, and maybe do one of these challenges a little bit more confident. But all in all, time really is against us. I've only got 3 hours left to go, so let's see. Can we actually do these challenges in our last 3 hours? Before we get into hour 3, did you catch it? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But we actually did one of the challenges. And I was shocked when I went back and realised it. We got 3 kills in 1 life with the bow in hour 2. We're on our way. We finally got a challenge done. In hour 3, we started to rock a little bit more. As you can see, I started to learn how I was supposed to position with the bow, that it's more of a pokey weapon rather than a straight up ego in your face, and started to get a little bit more joy. Just holding height, shooting bow, repositioning, using it a little bit better. I do honestly think the dash was probably the better call here for me, but I was broke. I had no V-Bucks or VR dollars. I know VR Bucks is Fortnite, but same, no difference. One thing that was happening in close range, I was getting absolutely destroyed. There's no 2 ways about it. That was something that I really had to figure out how to keep myself at enough of a distance so that I could do it. And also without just becoming the Mesut Ozil of the finals. For those of you that don't know Mesut Ozil, maybe Kevin De Bruyne, just assist after assist after fucking assist. Despite that, the improvements were definitely there to see. I was whiffing a little bit less. Maybe not much less at all, but I was trying, as you can see. But the real thing was some of the stupid plays that I was doing, they were still happening, unfortunately. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was playing Apex, hitting zip lines, trying to ping people out of the sky with a Kraber. Yeah, it just wasn't working. I had to change something. And to be honest with you, whatever I was trying to do, it really wasn't working. If you guys have any tips on how to improve with the bow, if I for some reason decide to actually use this thing again, which based on my play, I probably don't have the mechanical skill to do it, please let me know down below in the comments what the best things to run with the bow are and how I can actually get better with it, because clearly I'm too busy playing Apex on ziplines and shooting floors. And that was it for hour 3, folks. We did make a little bit of progress, but we are now very tight for time, running into the final 2 hours. Hours 4 and 5 were a really tricky one for me. I kind of had to make a decision. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the last 2 challenges done. So I had to pick one, and I had to absolutely go for it. You'll find out at the end of this video which one of them I went for and which one of them I actually achieved. And that's probably the most important part about this video. I seen the progress and I actually couldn't believe how I did it. The aiming gods were on me in this game. Somehow, with the help of God, I was actually hitting, well, not there, but hitting my shots. I can't believe it. It may have been that a larger portion of the other team were lights, which helped me do a little bit more damage on them. But do I really care? Well, yes, because I was still, in fact, missing so much. I was like this. It was at this moment I said to myself, I gotta sort this out. I gotta start hitting my shots and I gotta actually win something here, because I've spent 4 hours trying to get something out of this bow and I couldn't. But it started to turn up. It really did. I was getting on a roll. I was starting to make plays and also die, but I was starting to make plays. And that was the important thing. I was starting to figure out how I could actually start getting more output with this weapon and get more kills. It was honestly one of the best experiences I've had in this game. I was still getting shit on by lights with snipers because they're freaks at the game, but I was doing well. I was getting these lovely little pot shots. I was able to reposition well. It was all going so good. That was until I checked the scoreboard and we were down by 5 kills, and I really, really needed to get one of these challenges, and I did not have long left at all, and I was getting dashed out my brains, so I did the smart thing and started to disengage from fights and then re-pick them up and start getting my kills again. I believe if I held the bow longer, I get more damage. There's probably something to do with like the velocity speeds as well, but hey man, I ain't got the time to actually learn those things. I'm trying to get this done within the time that's been allotted to me. So we're just going to raw dog it and see what's here. And yes, I did start taking pot shots at where I thought people were. And you know what? It was actually starting to pay off. I was just spamming arrows across the map. It was doing wonders for me. I was also third in a lot of my teammates' fights because at the start I was the person who was getting thirded and losing my kills, so I started to become that guy. On to the second round of this. We really, really, really needed to win this because if not, I was destroyed. I had no challenges left. I had no time left. This was just going to be a complete failure. But you know me, I only fail once. Then I learn. Yeah. If you want to book me for motivational speaking, drop me a line. Hit my email. I got you guys. This guy is just wild. I think he's also using the bow. And trust me, hang around because he starts feeding me kills towards the end of this. Just remember that. So, the question is, which challenge did we go for? It was the 15 kills. And surprisingly, I was actually getting work done. Hitting assists, getting kills, and actually doing the same challenge twice. I somehow managed to get 3 kills in 1 life again, which was crazy. But Business Defender, if you're out there and you're watching this, thanks so much, man. You fed me so many kills. You helped me get towards my goal. And what was that goal, you ask? Killing as many people as I can, really, and getting good with the bow. Look at this little shoulder peek, slide cancel, cloak. I was playing COD again while playing Apex, but this guy, man, he got absolutely worked. The one thing I was super cognizant of in this map was the fact that we actually had to win this game to take it to a round 3 if I wanted to have any hope of actually achieving anything, and maybe to start not flashing myself and my teammates. Not in real life, of course, because I get jailed for that. In the game, I was flashing people. My teammates were getting blinded and we were dying for it. Talking of that, flashes are really good in this game, but I do like the fact that flash your own teammates. Was this even going to be possible? I checked the scoreboard. I said to myself, we've got to win this. I've got to start teeing up, man. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So that's what we did. I started to hit the one-shots. I started to actually become Legolas. I started to breathe like an elf. I started to think like an elf. Most importantly, I was trying to shoot like an elf, let's be real. I may not have done it all the time, but 50% of the time, I actually did a bit of work. Over the course of this challenge, the 5 hours, the one thing I did notice, the bow can be so dangerous in the right hands, and I think on keyboard and mouse this could be very OP with like some of your Valorant aimers and people like that, but it most definitely isn't a controller weapon, and I'm not going to lie to you about that. Unless you're some cracked out 14-year-old who plays on the equivalent to 20 cents in COD, this really isn't for you, because at my big age, this definitely wasn't for me. But you know what? It was probably the most satisfying weapon that I've ever used in this game, because when you do get those one-shot kills, it is just nice. As mentioned, the most important thing about this was that we made it to a game 3. And we did. This was my last chance at actually completing this challenge. We got this far. Now we've actually just got to accomplish what we achieved. Finalist 556, between you and Business Defender, you guys are the GOATs, man. And folks, if you've stuck around this long, approximately 90% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I'd love to change that. We make these videos weekly, and we love pushing out content for the finals. I can't wait for season 7. So drop a like and hit that subscribe button, and make sure never to miss this weekly content for the finals. Anyway, with that chilling over, we're into the last 2 minutes of the challenge, and we are so close. We may actually achieve one of them, but at the time I did not know that. I was just focused on getting as many kills as I could, and it was starting to work. That little alien man, he's another guy. Really helped me out. He was completely oblivious, just spraying clips into heavies. I just still wasn't getting it really with the bow though. I'll be honest with you. I think SBMM just said, here, poor old boy, we'll sort you out. You're obviously trying your best here. But I was hitting, man. When I was hitting. Business defender, dude, what's going on? Unfortunately, we didn't win the game. Despite everything I did to try and win, we could not. The other team were just too strong and probably using on-meta weapons. So what can you do? But on the bright side, we actually did it. The hardest of the 3 achievements, in my opinion, we got more than 15 kills in a game of team deathmatch with the bow, and we somehow finished positive. Guys, this has been an absolutely unbelievable time. I really enjoyed this 5 hours. I obviously had to walk my dogs and stuff while I was doing this, so it didn't help. But as a quick summary, we achieved 2 of the 3 challenges. The third one I actually think we probably could have done if I really tried, but unfortunately we ran out of time. Guys, that's been me. This has been JBS. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Peace.